This is definitely going to be an interesting race coming into Nashville Superspeedway, and the NAPA Media Network will welcome you here from Music City. And this is going to be an interesting one. We have 14 now, of some of the best Division 2 drivers in the NAPRA about to go green here in this great city with this great racetrack. And we have seen a lot of very cool racing here in real life in the past, and so we're looking to see even more of it tonight. Let's head on to our points coming out of Saskatchewan International Raceway just last week. The road course, Russell was able to pick up his third win on the career there. He picked up also number 1 in the point standings. Right behind him, his team driver of late night racing, it's the 14 in Noah, coming out just 447 points, and he lost that position to Russell just last week after the 66 picked up that win. After that, it's JRM and DRM Hernan, Michigan, the 51 and 52 coming in third and fourth. Michigan with some consistent starts, but he has not showed up today, so I'm likely going to suspect that he will be dropping orders in this position, especially to the 10 of Luke. They're a part of this BTM trio in 5th, 6th, and 7th. All kind of being a bit stagnant there. I mean, just 2 points separating number 4 and number 6 in the point standings. But moving on, it's the third BTM driver. It's the 20 of Luis, also not showing up today. Only BTM driver consistently D2 Racing BTM driver that is showing up today is the 10 of Luke, currently starting in P8, and the 5 of Bands is being substituted by Forza, so we can definitely expect to see a lot from that 47 car. Obviously one of the best, if not the best, in the NAPRA, so we're going to see what can come out of the 5 car tonight with substitute. Now coming out of BTM, it's Milky and Worson in 8th and 9th place in the point standings. Milky shot up the point standings after last Saskatchewan, gained 4 positions in the overall standings, now sitting with 284 points. Hickory just above that cut line with 239, starting in 10th, and just outside, also showing up today, it's the 28 of Sierra for Gyro Motorsports. And there is a huge gap there, a 40-point gap between 11th and 12th. Just huge gaps, especially throughout the point standings in general, but let's waste no time and get directly into the picks of this race. So, obviously, I'm going to start out, and I think Russell has a good shot. He's looking for 3 in a row. Obviously, technically 3 in a row. He won Saskatchewan, and he's looking for this one as well. You know, 3 wins on the career, and now looking for his 4th, and he's gained a very good pole position. He's put himself in a great place to do that, to get that 4th win today. But also just a little bit farther down on the 5 car, subbing 4 Bands for Blaze Technology Motorsports. It was who is normally the 47 in the Cup Series, the 5, and that will be Forza tonight in the iRacing car. Obviously, you can always count on Forza and bringing good finishes, but one of his first D2 starts in a very long time, and obviously the Season 1 Division 2 champion, so he's looking to also try and pick something up here, but also a little bit farther down the pack, even starting in last, unfortunately had both of his qualifying laps removed. It's the 31 of Nick. I think that there is enough pace, at least, in this 31 car to bring out a good finish from it today, but now let's go to our second man on the job, Toddy. Who do you think is going to have a good shot at winning this race?
But if the cards play right today, I feel like Hernan and 51 can get it done tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. That's a good
Okay.
choice. That 51 car, he's been fast just all year round. I mean, especially when you consider everyone else that he has to go up against in the break series, such as Russell, such as Noah, and things like that. You know, he's picked up 2 wins, probably couldn't be happier with that. But now, moving on to our third person, back in the booth after a very long hiatus. Welcome back, Ford. Who do you think's going to have a good shot at succeeding here at Nashville?
Yeah, Mirage. As you know, I just want to say this is probably my favorite racetrack we ever come to in the Napa Break Series. So love to be back here for tonight. And I think I'm gonna go with my typical two-driver pick. And honestly, I know I pick these two basically every week, but it's just I gotta pick the car in the front. I gotta pick the '66 Ally car of Russell, and I'm gonna have to pick all the way in the back, and that is Worsen. So those are gonna be my two for tonight.
Yeah, that's a pretty good picks. Worsen starting P6, unfortunately, was a little bit late to the racetrack, wasn't able to get his starting order on pit road correct, but he'll be filtering through the field as we go through. And now, for our fourth and final picker, a guest picker, and two of us picked him for ours. It's going to be the 66 driving off of pole tonight. It's Russell. Who do you think is going to succeed here, apart from you, of course?
Honestly, it's a big crapshoot between Noah and Hernan. Those are my two picks to win this race. They've showed some speed during practice, and honestly, they've got the lines down to a tick, and I just know they're gonna try to find something to get past me. So that's all. That's my picks right there.
Yeah, pretty good picks, pretty good picks. Very front heavy on this field, but also a little bit of outliers here, you know, the 31 of Nick especially being mine. I think he has a great chance of doing well today. But for now, please stand if you are able for the American National Anthem to get us underway here at Nashville. And now, to get us underway at Nashville Superspeedway, to say the most famous words in motorsports, the Drone Strike Racing Ford driver, the number 31, Litman Nick.
All right, drivers, grab your levers and start your engines.
Man.
Always a great sound to hear coming into any NAPA or NASCAR race for that matter. And we will be getting ready for 130 laps into the night here in Music City. The NAPA Media Network will be back in Nashville after this.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your Come
Supra Media Network coverage of the NAPA Break Series brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and the Dodge 400 about to get underway. Round 11 of the NAPA Break Series and 130 laps into the night here as the sun is already going down here in Nashville. This is going to be a great race. Nashville Superspeedway produces some of the most interesting and most captivating intermediate style while also being a pack race at the exact same time. Fast-paced racing is what we're about to expect tonight from these 14 drivers in the grid now, and we are just about to get underway. And this is going to be very, very fun. I mean, a lot, the two of us in booth, Ford and Toddy, I believe you both have raced here before in the NAPRA, but let's waste no time and get right to our starting lineup presented by Big Boy. Taking home the pole here, it's the 66 of Russell for Bear Motorsports, and that car has just been on fire all season long, looking for his third ever win in the NAPA Break Series. Now right behind him, it's Hernan in the 51, and then lining up side by side, it's Noah and Forza, two powerhouses in their respective divisions as well. Behind them, it's Milky and Werson, 41, 42, LNR twins right there, and then right behind them, Sierra and Luke, the 28, JRM and BTM at right in the middle of the pack, and then after that is Plain Fan and Cosmo, two CSR drivers starting rear to mid pack today, then Vintage and Henry, followed by Josiah and Nick will round out our field on the final row. This is going to be absolutely great to see as some of the best second division drivers in the NAPRA will come to race here into the night at Nashville Superspeedway. It's already one to go and we'll be doubling up this time. Choose cone now as we are finally doubled up. And here it'll be. It's going to be 35 laps through stage number 1 as we come to the green flag. And it's going to be underway here at Nashville. Let's shake, bake, and rumble at the Ohio Edison Restart Zone green flag in Music City. The 5's already on the gas. Huge push right into the rear bumper. The 51 already put him right ahead of that 66 car. Now Russell desperately trying to find a help from his team driver right behind him. And it's the 14. And now they're 3 wide on multiple occasions throughout the pack. 14 in the middle. And he's trying to get out of an LNR sandwich is the 5 of Forza right behind him as the pack slowly starts to spread out coming into lap 2, and the NAPA Break Series is underway once again after a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah, and hiatus.
Man, what a good start.
Kicking off with a huge bang here. Russell already leading the charge as his driver Noah making a move on the bottom. They're both making contact into turn 3.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. And a big crash there. He's able to keep it together, but the 42's not. Around, it's Sierra and Werson into the infield grass.
Still sideways. There he goes, back straight.
There we go, and now we're 3 wide. Nick in the middle, Cosmo on the top, and Vintage on the bottom. Litman Nick trying to find his way through the deficit that he put himself in after getting both of his first qualifying laps invalidated. Now he's made it past the 98 and the 5, but that is a longtime rival of Drone Strike Racing directly behind him. It's the 5 of Forza, and he has caused havoc in both divisions all year round and in the history of the NAPRA as well. 1 season, 1 in the Break Series, and has won 4 Cup Series titles since then, and now trying to make another move here in the Break Series to try and show the youngsters who's boss.
14, maybe issues, just cut the grass. Up into the wall hard. 51 and 66 going to be 3 wide for the lead, going to pass them off of turn 2 here. Side by side, Russell and Hernan. Hernan's going to clear him going into 3 and 4 here, looks like.
They both nearly made contact.
Russell and Hernan, these two have been exchanging battles all season long. Russell with 2 wins on the season, same as Hernan. And now Hernan will take the lead, and he's got his team driver right behind him as the 66 and the 14. The 66 is Noah's team owner right up here, so He's going to see how much help he can get them. Obviously, the draft isn't as
Oh,
crucial
Herndon
as
said-
it is. Oh, and the 14 into the wall, and here comes the 66 diving down the inside as we come out of turn 4.
Oh, Noah!
Still side by side, and the 14 of Noah is in the grass. Oh,
Again.
and what's going on to Noah?
That's the second time.
Right. He also
Yeah,
hit
that's
the
the
pit wall,
second
too.
time. He's
Oh,
had
look at the
problem.
crossover. Herndon for the lead. Going to clear the 66 down the back straightaway. Russell fighting back on the top. Off of 4. Still side by side. Here comes the 41.
Yeah, Milky. That's his team owner, the 66. Milky might not want to try and get too invested in this battle, but if he can somehow find a way to break up these two, maybe give his friend and longtime team owner a chance to be able to just gap this 51. We've seen it so many times throughout the year. The 66 does so well when he's given that clean air and when he isn't being pressured, when he can run his own race, he's able to gain incredible times off of some of these cars, but he's just gonna have to see. But with that 51 on his back bumper, searching for the 3rd win on the season, Hernan is not going to give up very easily.
Right. And while you were speaking, Vintage and a few cars were making contact mid-pack as they're
Here comes the
battling
51.
the top 5.
Yeah, Hernan will just barely beat Russell to the line that time, and he will dive it down into the inside at turn 1 there. And that is definitely one of the points we like to make about Nashville Superspeedway. You got to dive in deep, and here comes the 66 trying to do it himself, coming into turn 4 side by side with the 51 of Hernan, who's going to be able to inch it out. It's going to be Hernan across the line, and he's clear for now.
See what we do off of turn 2. Russell's going to have to back off before hitting the wall. Hernan, nice run off the bottom there. Nice diamonding exit into turn 3. He's got a decent lead between the 66. Got one car between the 51 and 66.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how much this 41 is gonna help his team owner up here. It's gotta be a little bit, even though different teams, I mean, you're the owner of the team the 66 is racing for right now. Bear Motorsports came into this night very promising indeed, and now he's really trying to make sure that all that hype doesn't go unwarranted, but it is a 1 second gap between P3 and P4, and look who's leading the rest of the pack. It's the 5 of Forza.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing very spread out racing already into just 13 laps through. But again, I do want to bring up, I know you said right at the beginning of pacing how me and Toddy have both raced here. And you know the difference between this track and normal intermediate. For one, you have a slightly narrower surface compared to most 1.5 miles. Or, well, this is a 1.3 mile. To most intermediates, it's a little shorter than any other intermediate track, and it's a concrete surface. All that makes it to where this is a highly braking track here, especially for an intermediate. I mean, the difference of this track and Charlotte is major. I mean, this is one of your most unique tracks on the schedule for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. And now they were almost 3 wide there, but the 51 of Hernan almost having to fall back a little bit. And that 41, Milky, a long-time runner in the NAPA, he is not willing to give up any inch of space onto this bottom line. It's clearly the preferred line as they run a diamond throughout this racetrack. Hernan's trying round the outside, and it's going to barely work, but oh my goodness,
wow.
a lot of contact coming into turn 3.
Insane bump out of the way from Hernan
Wow.
there, just shoving Milky all the way up into the high lane as Russell is back into the lead, getting away now.
Yeah, Russell, just like we said earlier, he's able to run away with these leads when he's given the opportunity to do so. And the 41 is giving him the opportunity to do so. This is exactly what we were talking about. Friendship and teammate relationships coming into a race like this, especially when you have such a gift as Russell does to be able to run away with a lead like this when you're given clean air. Every single relationship that you have with other drivers that can help you out is going to be crucial to help you succeed in this race.
No doubt about that. 51, 41 side by side. Not quite going to clear Hernan. Oh, Hernan's going to dive up there, but Milky's going to have a good run in the middle. Very good run in the middle. So that's kind of surprising.
Yeah,
Right.
and look right behind them now. It's the 5 of Forza slowly catching up. He was 1.7 behind 3 laps ago, now 1.5, and he's slowly inching his way nearer and nearer to these two cars. And this might become a 4-car battle as we see 51, 41, 5, and 31. Look at that Nick making his way all the way up from 14th place.
Yeah. Oh my, 51 barely cleared the 41 at the start-finish line. I'll be honest, it looks like Hernan is slightly holding up Milky, allowing the 5 and the 31 to catch here. I would say definitely by lap 20 here coming up, we're going to have a 4-car battle here for second.
Now we have multiple warnings going out here. It's a 60 a plane fan, a 99 a vintage. That's wall tapping, and it's a 2 out of 4 for them.
Yeah, 99 just had a warning 1 or 2 laps ago, and already another one.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Wow! We're already coming up on lap traffic. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah, this is like Bristol. We come up on lap traffic in like 2 laps.
Right,
Yeah.
and
I mean, it's already been 20 laps.
yeah, and looks like the birth fin's gonna be Henry. He's shooting up against the wall. Henry might be having an
Oh.
issue, and Russell is gonna lap him.
Yeah.
Yeah, first person a lap down. It's that 93 a Henry. Unfortunate for him, he just hasn't been able to show speed all weekend. In my opinion, the only reason why he was able to get into this pack was because of the low amounts that did show. Henry now actually diving onto the apron, maybe trying to avoid some contact with the wall, trying not to end up like a couple others now. Wall tapping, especially off corner exit, because it can be very prominent. One thing that we have seen is these cars can get very tight off a corner exit.
Russell bumping the 33 out of the way, now putting him under a lap down. That seemed, I honestly seemed a bit uncalled for since he...
That seemed vicious for just
yeah,
getting a lap
vicious.
down.
Vicious is the right word. And stuff like this.
It's going to be 13 to go, and we come around this time, and Russell will lead almost by a second, and this lap traffic might hold up his competitors, and yeah, it will. The 33 of Josiah filling in the NAPA Break Series after Chase Sam Racing lost their best driver, Sonic Elliott, in the NAPA Break Series. That was their best driver, and he just kind of retired, came out right out of nowhere, and a very, very unfortunate loss for the team, and unfortunately, sometimes that's kind of how you have to see your development and your core drivers go. I mean, we've seen it with multiple teams, and we've seen it happen over and over again. But eventually, sometimes it just has to happen. Now filling in for the 33, it's Josiah, and clearly not doing as well as Sonic Elliott was in the first half of this season.
Yeah.
Back a little
We're seeing Hernan. Let's see this time by on the interval. Yeah, Hernan is slowly catching Russell as we're getting a little closer to the end of stage 1 here. 11 to go. Going to be 10 to go next time by. I believe... Are we going to have to pit before the end of stage 1? I take it?
I do not believe so, but
Okay.
it's not necessarily fuel. It should be more tires.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I was going to say
stretching it
that.
a little bit on fuel, but this track tears up tires.
Yes.
It's a concrete
Yes, it
track.
does.
It's not asphalt. This thing will destroy all 4 of those things.
Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, same thing with brakes. I mean, this is just such a heavy brake. I mean, this is one of those tracks that it feels like you're going 210 entering the corner because you have to slow down so much. You're going from about 180, 185 down to, I want to say 135 off memory.
Right, and as that's being proven right now, Hernan is slowly catching up to Russell. I mean, just into these turns, he's getting close to him. And look at Milky moving down to the bottom. Him and Hernan side by side, and Milky is going to take second. But Hernan could take it back here as they enter the backstretch.
Now side by side coming into turn 3 again. It's going to be 8 to go when we cross the line this time. The 51's trying a tad bit of an unorthodox line here. It's not normally the best way to come all the way around the top, but it's working for now. He's clear of the 41 now coming into turn 1. We saw some very, very vicious bumps right into the rear bumper of the 66 from the 51. And Milky's not going to give it to him this time. I didn't expect him to. But, you know, sometimes when you give contact like that, sometimes you get it back.
Right, in the 5, Forza, going in for advance today, gets one out of 4 for a jackknife. Something that you should not do.
I mean,
all right.
yeah, we're seeing kind of a diamond technique, like you said earlier, Mirage. We're seeing a diamond technique from both Milky and Hernan here, which, I love to see the diamond technique. That's when I excel at racetracks.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah, but now Russell is just slowly pulling away with the lead here. It was under a second a couple laps ago, and now 1.14. A couple mistakes from Hernan, and maybe that high line was one of them. Obviously, it's very different, the racing that you have to pull off, especially at a racetrack like this. It's like intermediates, it's like super speedways, short tracks, it's sometimes. But the racing that you pull when you're all alone compared to the racing when you're directly racing against someone else, it's so incredibly different. And you see that a lot here. You can see when people are held up, whether it's lap traffic, general traffic, sometimes they can get held up a lot more just due to the different lines that they're being forced to take by actually racing someone other than being able to run their own race, especially earlier, especially when these tires are starting to degrade. Anything can happen, really, especially with the lines that these guys start running here.
Right. Hernan also just got second back away from Milky, and I just heading for to go here. Blue flag is out. I don't know who is it for, but we could see Hernan chase Russell down here for these last few laps.
I believe that blue flag was for the 93 of Henry. Unfortunate for him, and just hasn't been able to show pace all night here. But here we have our first person in a pit road at the 42 of Worsen, and that is a very early pit stop. I'm having to guess that Ford, I'm no strategist. You're probably better at this than me, but I'm thinking at this point that he's probably going to try and stay out during the stage caution, maybe gain some positions from there through all the people that will be coming into pit road.
Yeah, I would say you're right on the money there. Although I don't get, we're a fourth of the way through the race. I don't really see why this early we're trying to go with kind of a hit or miss strategy, because that strategy may help you with a lot of position, going into stage 2, but it's not going to help you. In stage 1, you're not going to get good stage points at all. And then stage 2, I don't see the benefit in all honesty.
Yeah, me either. But this has been a very, very good run for the 66 of Russell. We'll cross the line to take the green-white checkered. And our first stage here at Nashville Superspeedway is complete.
Very good first stage there. Classic Nashville racing, laps fly by. Your average lap time is what? 21, 23 seconds, something like that?
Yeah,
25 seconds?
25 normally is what we're usually used to. And that is Russell's 5th stage win on the year. Barely beats out Hernan. Hernan was catching very well too. He got the gap down within the span of about 3 laps. He got the gap down from 1.14 to 1.4. To just 0.4 there. And Milky right behind him as well. So Russell, I don't know if it was just a collective being a little bit quicker or Russell not being able to handle the worn out tires as he was being threatened by that tire degradation, especially farther down into these stints. And as these lap counts get longer, you can see these guys cross the line with about 100 liters of fuel left in the tank, and we are going to start seeing green flag pit stops as early as, I'm saying, stage 2. At the end of stage 2, I think most of these drivers are going to come in, because I don't believe they can make it to the end. 40 laps coming through all the way. Oh, Russell will bail out of pit road, and so will, I believe that's a 60 a plane fan. He bails out of pit road, and then he comes back into pit road. What is going on here at pit entry? Now, multiple people coming all the way back in. 99 a vintage. 60 a plane fan, just barely off his line. Noah as well. And a P3 starter comes in and third pit box from the end. And just not the best that we've seen, especially throughout this race for Noah. Started P3, eventually ended up just barely able to get a top 5, but Noah, obviously one of the strongest drivers here in the Break Series. 2 wins, and he's only one of 3 people that have 2 wins on the season, and that's Russell, Noah, and Hernan. Obviously a couple one-off winners as well. Michigan on Daytones, and then as well as Cannon came in and won. Cosmo, the 98 won. But, you know, very, very interesting. Also, the 18 came in and won at Charlotte as well. First career win for Mace as he came in subbing for Trey. Oh, wow. A sprint off of pit road. Sees Forza in the grass.
Wow. Just mowing the grass, you know?
Yeah. That thing must cut a lot better than the lawnmower I have at home, but...
Yeah.
Now it's going to be 33 will be the first one behind the pace car. After that little cycle there, came in and, you know, just came in all the way there, but it's very, 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 you know, it shows up a lot that we've seen the difference in skill from these CSR drivers. You know, Sonic Elliott, after retiring from row racing in general, now his replacement got lapped only a couple laps into the race. We were only about 15 to 20 laps in, but, you know, eventually things like that do have to happen. 93 Henry came in 2 laps down. He's still going to be a lap down even if he does take the free pass, but he stopped on the apron now. And Litman Nick as well sped off a pit road, and multiple other people also sped off a pit road as well.
Yeah.
The big pit road. Surprised some people are making some mistakes here. You know, when you watch football or something, you see how big the pitch is, and you're like, wow, how are these guys getting tackled so quickly? But, you know, mistakes always happen, especially here at a racetrack where you're being given some very big time, very, it's, you know, the pressure, especially when you start running up to the near end of this pack, you know, when you start running closer and closer to the front, the pressure is much, much more.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, thankfully, we're not racing here in real life because it has been storming all day, including right now in Nashville. Not going too well over there.
Yeah.
I do want to remind you guys of something really quickly. On the back straightaway, you see that paved area, that paved apron? That has helped Nashville, not during NAPA races, but in other races, really save some drivers from wrecking. Anyway, coming to the green flag, to the Ohio Edison Restart Zone. Green flag is out here at Nashville to start stage 2. Oh my gosh, 3 wide already.
Yeah, they all stack up, especially in the back of the pack there. Around goes a 28 of Sierra off the bumper, and 28 of Sierra will come back up the track and cause a huge pileup, and now the top 4 will be completely separated from the rest of the pack as well. Gosh. And that will be the 41 of Milky will take the lead. Huge shunt between the 28-31, and now Forza's trying to take P3 away from Russell. And finding almost 3 wide as they came into turn 1 for only the second green flag lap in stage 2. Forza's trying his best to get past here, but now Milky trying the lowest lane humanly possible, apparently. And now here comes Hernan diving down the inside, trying to get that 41 car, trying to catch him off guard. S5's got a big run down the inside as well, but so did Milky, now leading this race by half a second.
Look at this. Oh! Gonna try to clear himself. It's a 41 over Hernan's nose. It's gonna work out okay. Forza back in third. Gonna lose a little bit of ground on him. Here comes Russell back up in fourth within striking distance of Russell. Off of 4, Hernan's gonna almost get under Milky to the start-finish line. 31 to go in stage 2.
Just absolutely incredible racing that we see here, especially even when you don't have like 3 wide pack racing. Oh! That's I believe that's a 33.
Wow,
Josiah,
yeah.
He's parked.
Oh man, that is
what the
unfortunate.
officials rule that.
That is very unfortunate. Even if he is able to get it running, he's going to be multiple lap down now. But side by side, it's Forza trying for the lead of the race. Just got by, and now maybe trying to go 3 wide was Russell. Tried to dig his nose down in between himself and the 4-time champion. And Hernan now making it 2 wide between him and Russell. And this top 4 has been going at it all night. If there's anyone that is more familiar to the front row, especially tonight, it has been Russell, and it has been the 51 of Hernan as well. Forza will just shove Hernan out of the way there as well.
Yeah, nearly. Oh, he's making contact with Russell.
Look at this!
3 wide. Russell in the middle. Hernan on the bottom. Oh, Forza nearly sneaking in while Milky is trying to hold it off as possible. Hernan will likely get in there. Him and Russell side by side. 3 wide still. Hernan is going to get back up while Russell is right there too. They're both side by side. Forza helping Hernan. A lot going on right now.
You saw that while they were 3 wide, the 41 of Milky desperately trying to make that inferior top side line work, and now Russell's stuck with it as well. Oh no! Big time contact between the back bumper of the 66 and the 5 of Forza as well. And that's coming in. Big time contact, and even more came in. Team owner, team driver, and BTM and DRM all coming together, and here comes Worsen running in P5, trying to make as much real estate off of the slowness that they are getting off of this huge battle as well. Worsen up into P5 after starting in P6, and now trying to make moves to put him up into the front of this field.
Russell nearly getting loose there. I also saw your 33. I just saw the 33.
Look at Worsen!
Yeah, Worsen making a move. Where did he come from? I also saw the 33 sneaking his way back on. Oh, Russell! No. Russell nearly going around Worsen. They both nearly go around. They hang it on. That was a bit atrocious, honestly, but here comes Milky.
Now 3 wide still coming into turn 3. And the 41 and 66 is not the first time they've came together. Here comes a 31. It's a 5-car battle now. The 51's pulling away into the lead. Russell will take the second place spot as we come into 25 to go. And this is incredible racing at Nashville Superspeedway.
Russell trying to hold off Lippman. Basically a battle for second right here. It's about to get all riled up now.
Here comes Worsen catching back up to Milky and Forza in the 5. Forza's going to get past. Here goes Worsen back to the bottom. Forza's going to try to cross him over 3 wide. Crossing the start-finish line.
Yeah, Worsen's desperately trying to make middle a 3 wide stick. He's trying to split it as good as possible. These LNR boys have shown so much pace throughout this entire season and now trying to push all the way into the front of this racetrack. But Litman Nick now making a move, trying down the inside of the 66. He's not clear yet, but now he is. And Litman Nick, big run, big run from the 66 coming off of turn 4. Litman Nick will keep second place, but now Hernan trying his best to drive away with tires that are definitely not running on his side right now.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Look at Forza and Worsen to the bottom of 3 wide. What a run! Straight to the bottom.
Both of them sneaking into the picture here. Forza trying to figure out all ways to go.
Challenging for a top 3 finish here in stage 2. But like I said, I believe there will be one pit stop leading into this, and it will definitely be for Worsen. We were talking about his pit strategy, and now the 5 of Forza, so used to it being those double digits there for the 4-time champion, but tried to split middle 3 wide, didn't really work as well. But Worsen, our brand new developer, looking for a great start to a night here at Nashville. And you know, Worsen, he's searching for only a second top 3 on the career in the NAPA.
Yeah, and look at this, Milky and Forza still battling 2 wide here down the front straight. Here comes Nick getting a little closer to the back of the 5. But yeah, Worsen up to 3rd. Good contact between Milky and the 5. I see that.
That's the 60 a plane fan, I believe.
Oh, look at the dive from the 5. Crossover from Milky. Forza's going to pinch him down and hold him down there.
Trying to hold him down there.
Look at the run from Nick.
Lemon Nick getting a run.
Oh, what a run.
All the way.
Look at it.
Oh, and he pushes Milky. He pushes Milky all the way up into the top. They're still
out of the way.
Now they're 3 wide. Lemon Nick up in the middle.
Split. Oh my
what aggression.
Goodness. Absolute aggression. Now Litman Nick didn't have to split 3 wide for the longest time, but now Forza trying to use the bottom line as the best advantage that he can. and now pulling away with the 4th place and almost a second's difference between P4 and P3 in this top 3. This podium running away now. A 1 second gap though between Worson and Russell. Can he? But now there is a different battle popping up for the lead of this race. Russell is right on the rear bumper of that 51 car of Hernan, and how many laps is he going to take to try and make a move around the inside?
I mean, I don't know if I've seen aggression that strong from Nick in a while. I mean, granted, he is an NBS champion, but I have never seen him push that much aggression.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Let's look up at the front here. We have Hernan with a big fight. Woo! Russell almost hitting his rear bumper right there. Russell to the top! Hernan's going to pinch him a little.
Wow, yeah, here comes Worson, diving down the inside of his team owner. He's not going to be through this time, but how many laps is it going to take for an all-out brawl to start between this top 3? And my answer is likely not many.
No. I mean, we keep spread now, getting closer together. Spread now, closer together. I mean, look at the run. Russell's getting down the back straight. Just covered up 3 car lengths in the straightaway right there. Gonna get close to the bumper of Hernan.
He's gaining least a couple tenths every single time.
Underneath him, 2 wide for the lead at the finish line. 14 to go in stage 2, into 1 and 2. Russell with the advantage on the preferred line on the bottom. Hernan right by the wall. He's going to dive down and try to get a good run off of 2 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, and this is absolutely incredible racing from one of the best second division drivers in the league. These two have come together so many times, and Russell's searching for his, technically, 3rd in a row. You know, he came home with this incredible run. Yeah, and it's just incredible to see everything that he's been able to do throughout this entire season. I mean, definitely cementing how good he is directly into the NAPRA, and these drivers, they gotta find a way around him. Hernan's been trying his hardest all night to try and get a way around the 66 of Russell, and he has been absolutely pummeling the rear bumper of that 51 car, just like the 51 did to the 66 earlier this race, but now just trying so hard to sneak in a move, and big time contact between the front and rear bumpers
both
of the
still
two.
making contact. Both still making contact as Hernan is still trying to get away. 11 to go now. We see Worson sneaking back into the picture while there's a 3-car pack behind him.
And this race has gone by very, very quickly indeed. But here comes a 42 of Worson diving down the inside of his team owner. Russell desperately trying to keep that 2nd place, but now diving down the inside, it's Worson up into P2.
All right, we've seen Worson make a lot of moves, at least all race. He showing his best out there.
Yeah, Worson.
My 2 picks
on fire.
Yeah. Here comes Russell, big run, going to give a shot to the back of Worson. 190 down the back straight for the 42. Great speed out of an NBS car. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. And now Worson, he might try and challenge for the lead here, don't you think, with under 10 to go here in stage 2.
But he has to battle his team owner first. They're both side by side. Russell taking the bottom. Trying to make sure he doesn't jackknife himself. They're both side by side into the backstretch.
Oh, Russell's going to have to back out. Going to lose all of his momentum.
And a word from the officials, after multiple wall taps and actually wall riding an entire lap, it was a 3 out of 4 for the 60 plane fan, who's now, I believe, either 1 or 2 laps down. And he had to come in, serve his drive-through penalty. Yeah, 1 lap down for the 60 car. A lot of wall tapping, a lot of wall riding coming from that 60. Not what you want to see, not the cleanest way to drive, especially here when you're trying to make your name known in the NAPA Break Series. And, you know, it has not been a great run at all. I'll just say that for this 60 car just throughout his season as well. I mean, Lane Fan, only 1 start, finished P15, and absolutely not.
Russell making a move on Worson through the bottom, get a take second back or battle it. We're gonna see here as we had the 6 to go now.
Vernon's really trying his best here to try and gap 66 and 42. Yeah, but now...
Ooh, Russell's going to hit the wall. Worsen right to his rear bumper. Into turn 3. Russell with a good run off.
Focusing on this front little pack here, but now 3 wide behind him. It was man Nick, Forza, and the 41 as well. There's not much going on in the rest of the racetrack, but in the parts that there are, they are going crazy with it right here. The 5 now trying down the inside of a long time team rivalry here, BTM and DSR. They've come together so many times over the course of the NAPA's history, and now we have our first pit stop in Stage 2. It's the 42 of Worson comes in.
Alright, Worson's gonna be our first one in. You also got some other fan too. That's Russell. Russell's giving me a second piss out this time.
You also Plain Fan and the 28 of Sierra as well, all coming in.
Oh my.
Mostly clean for now.
Slow stop for Sierra! Sierra missed his box. That's gonna be a bad one. Luke misses his box as well. 2 cars missing their box.
Chaos on pit road for multiple drivers.
Never heard of Nashville being a hard track to pit at.
Russell pitting now. He's in all clear. I think Milky missed his a little bit, but he got it in fine. It's gonna be an all smooth sail into the final stage, which is stage 3, which is 3 now, 2 to go this time.
Like you said, 2 to go. Hernan over 2.5 second lead. Let's see. Pit road
just gonna have to
is
see them all
closed.
cycle through here.
Yeah.
Milky coming off a pit road. He's on the grass, but it's gonna be the white flag very soon. As we come to the line, Hernan will lead the white flag in our final stage break, and this might be a sign of what's to come. This 51 car has been on rails all night. Started P2, just barely was beaten out by Russell in qualifying, and now coming off a turn 4. The final time in stage 2, he'll take the green-white checkered flag. Hernan will win stage 2.
Alright, this is also this will also put Luke on. This will also put Luke under 2 laps down here.
Oh yeah, very unfortunate for Luke.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
For Russell too. I mean, just when Russell was getting out of pit road, Hernan just blew straight past him.
Yeah.
But honestly, this could all change into this pit cycle. I don't think we did the RPM rundown.
No, we did not, and I was
We
just
didn't.
about to call it in actually. So,
right.
the RPM rundown for tonight.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that. Presented by Craven Engines, the RPM rundown, of course. It's 130 laps. This is the final stage with only 54 laps to go. This is a 1/330 concrete oval with 14, I believe, degree banked corners. From what the drivers have been saying, you have to at least drive it in really deep, and it's also pack racing. We've seen some drivers drive it in deep, like Russell and Hernan here, which I believe they're about to pit. You also need a perfect fuel and tire strategy. Now, this was on the rundown from last race before we went on break for 4th of July, but a lot can happen here. But now pit stops are happening, and Russell making a strange decision choice. He was going to pit, but just go straight into the grass and choosing to stay out.
That's the second time he's done that.
This is my first time. First time seeing him do it.
Yeah, he did this the first pit cycle round when they came in at stage 1, along with the 60 of Plain Fan. Both bailed out of pit road while they were far into pit road. But just like you were saying on the RPM rundown, we haven't seen as much pack racing as we were expecting. There is a clear-cut divide on the skill level of what we have seen, especially here at Nashville, and it's very easy to see, especially when there's not too much draft, a bit less downforce coming from these cars, so you definitely see how many drivers are able to run it in deep, how many drivers are able to find the best humanly possible line and just take advantage of it as it has been. But very stagnant, actually. The people who started at the front of the pack have been at the front of the pack. Obviously, and Russell as well. Unfortunately, Russell didn't get the Sierra got turned during pacing.
Right. As Hertling and Russell are pitting, we're gonna see who comes out first, and it's gonna be the BMS 66. Russell.
Yeah. Well, very interesting. This is great, great racing. You know, obviously not pack racing. Obviously not the most entertaining. This isn't Talladega, obviously, but
Yeah.
this has been very interesting for Nashville. You know, this very, very spread out racing. Hopefully we don't see what happened in real life here. There was like a caution every 3 laps in the third stage in real life. Hopefully we don't see that go on, but all we can do is hope here.
For sure. And I'm hoping it's not that.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we all do.
Alright, so Forza is gonna be our leader for subbing in for bands. This could be something to see, and we know he's probably gonna do the exact same thing on Sunday, same time for the NAPA Cup Series.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, first time we've actually seen Forza running too far up ahead in this pack. I mean, he's just been drowned in the 51 and the 66's success. I mean, he's scrambling for top 3s here. I mean, Worsen got a top 3, and Forza was just barely running in the top 5 as we came through stage 2. But its final stage this time around will be going green with 50 to go here at Nashville.
Right, and it's gonna be Forza, Noah, Cosmo, Worsen, and pretty much Worsen and Milky. Oh, they're both making contact.
Oh, wow.
Playing
Making
fan
a lot
also,
of contact.
yeah, this
Into
might,
the grass here, Noah and Cosmo with green flag with 50 to go. A very
Oh, it
messy
might be
restart
aborted.
throughout the entire pack. That
Yeah,
they're
I-
completely
oh my.
out of order.
Oh,
And
and
up into the racetrack. Oh no, and a huge crash.
Oh,
That's the 5s around,
That was targeted.
14s around, and the caution comes out immediately.
yeah, I know that restart had to be aborted there because of that, but yeah, there we go, re-rack. That was something so unintentional and unexpected from no one here. That actually came out of nowhere. Yeah, look at that, 1 out of 4 for the 14. Something you don't want to see every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, caution and another re-rack it's gonna be.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Forza just got the blunt end of that, but he's able to stick on to his lead. Likely we'll just be going back into the positions that we were in when we were going green with 50 to go, but that was a very messy restart. And I hope we do not replicate what went on at Nashville here in real life. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, we had a caution, what, every 2-3 laps? Like, every restart eventually.
yeah, and I actually had the replay pulled up. So of course, we know I don't think you guys knew that, but Plant Fan was serving a drive through, but then there's Noah and Cosmo both making contact, and we notice how they don't start going here because it was reboarded, but you know Cosmo, they both go into the stalls, but Noah, for some reason, not letting off the gas, just goes straight into Forza, which made all the pack piled up, and then we had to do a re-rack.
Yeah, that was just absolute. That was one of the messiest restarts I've actually seen. It was just
That was
insane.
rough.
It was
very rough.
also, for some reason, uncalled for.
But
Yeah.
gonna be green this time after we re-racked. Forza and Worsen making up the front row to the Ohio Edison restart zone. We're green flag racing once again in stage 3. It's 48 to go in the NAPA Break Series at Nashville Superspeedway.
Yeah, and Worsen, we finally get a chance to see
pushing
what he
3
can
wide.
do. He's in second. They're also 3 wide. Somewhere like 4 wide in the back.
Yeah, Litman Nick trying to split the middle of that in between Hernan and the 98. Hernan didn't really get... He got definitely the butt end of that pit cycle there. And he's got pushed outside the top 5, but now scooching his way through back into the top 4 now with 47 to go.
All right, now all the cars are cut up now. 3 wide. Oh, just barely. Hernan,
Whoa.
look at there. Look at Hernan on the bottom as we're 3 wide, as I believe in separate packs. Look at like everyone. They're all over the place. Oh, and Noah stopped.
And
Noah
there's a
is
stop
stopped.
car on track. That's Noah.
That's the 14 of Noah.
They're 3 wide, they're 4 wide. Around goes Milky across the line. Milky wrecks and almost jackknifes himself into the wall as they came across the start-finish line that time. Lap 85, and they were 3 wide for a second on that last lap, coming into turn 3 for the lead. Now they're 3 wide behind as well. Milky losing a lot of time, but now spread out once again.
Right, and Worston,
My gosh.
Worston and Forza trying to battle it out. Worston taking the grass, back up now. Forza likely taking up the high lane. Hernan trying to hold off both of them as hard as they can. But it looks like Worston could try to make a move here. He's on his bumper, and we got a car in the grass somewhere back there. And Forza 2 wide with Worston, both trying to make a move as hard as they can. Russell sneaking into the picture as Hernan is going to lead us to lap 87. 44 to go now.
Hernan, great way to put yourself right back up in the middle, my friend. I mean, he was outside the top 5 on that restart, now trying to push for the lead, but here comes the 5 of Forza, attempting to make a move. He tried in turn 2, now trying around the outside in turn 4, not really able to make it stick, but here comes a 66 of Russell, trying his hardest not to make contact with the one-time Break Series champion.
Right. For Hernan trying to hold off the 3 as they can. Russell making a move down on Forza, at least all the way to the bottom, slightly making contact. We could see him make a move back up into the lead here.
Almost 3 wide for the lead. Russell is trying his hardest for 3 in a row.
Yeah, trying his hardest for 3 in a row here. Oh, something. Oh, yeah, look at Russell. Russell making a move all the way up into the lead, getting the push from Forza. And he's back up into the lead now, but unless Hernan got something to say about it. Still stuck up on a high lane. Forza. Oh, they're both still making contact. Russell trying to hold off both cars as they can. That is absolutely amazing. And it looks like Forza is going to lead another lap.
This is Daytona defending from Russell, trying to hold off multiple lanes at one time. And now
look at 3 wide now.
P2,
3 wide
look at
now.
Worsen. Sends it down the inside. 3 wide still going into turn 2. And now along the back straightaway, still 3 as Forza makes contact with both of them. Pushes the 51. Honks are both into the wall. 42 trying to make a move. Forza will lose a position. 42 now almost off the bumper of the 5, diving down the inside as they come into turn 1. Worsen will take P2. And now 3 wide again. Here comes Forza down the inside. The one-time Break Series champion trying to make a move here. And now side by side with Worsen as they come into turn 3.
Worston trying his hardest to protect his team owner in the 66 there. But it looks like Hernan and Forza got the best of him since they just passed him. But that's the less. The 42 has a huge run. Forza pushes him into the grass, but Worston hangs it on. That seemed a bit uncalled for as Forza. Russell's still holding on to the lead here as Worston has a bit of a crown to catch up, but hopefully for some payback, if I believe.
Killed any possible momentum that 42 could have had coming off a turn 4. And at 5, he is not giving up any bit of space for anyone today. Doesn't matter if he's a teammate or a foe here. As we come to 38 to go now, going into turn 1, Russell will lead.
All right, Hernan blocking Forza and Worston here. Still nothing has happened so far as Forza and the 42 trying to get all the way up to the 51. They both could get a run here. We're going to see as we head to lap 94.
Yeah, we've seen so much incredible racing, especially between these 4 at the front of the pack. I mean, these guys are no stranger to what the taste of being in front feels like. But there's possibly a big mistake from the 66, braking way too early there. Here comes a 51. He'll lead with 36 to go, and he will capitalize on Russell's mistake beautifully. Hernan in the lead.
That's unless Russell can get it back here all the way on this bumper. Hernan blocking him high. Worston trying to help him out here. I think I just saw. Oh yeah, there we go. Russell making a move all the way down to the apron. They're both side by side. Russell likely taking it back. It's pretty much a drag line straight to the finish. And wow, that ticker's messed up. Russell taking a bit up to the lead here as he's gonna put Hernan up against the wall. Barely, as he makes a switch over to the bottom. way too
Huge
much
switchback.
happening right now. Huge switchback. We
Look
might
at that,
see.
too wide on multiple occasions.
Look at
Here comes Forza.
Forza coming all the
Diving
way to
down
the
the
bottom.
inside.
Forza making a move up to the bottom as he's being blocked by Hernan. Russell trying to figure out what to do here as Worston moves up high to try to help him.
Yeah, Forza challenging for that second and maybe first place spot. They're 3 wide now.
3 wide,
no! Around
Four.
into the
Wow.
inside wall. It's the 66 of Russell, and any chances of coming back
Oh, he's
up
come back up.
into
Oh,
the lead of this
nearly.
race has been crushed. Off the bumper of the 5 of Forza, Russell will be relegated outside of the top 5 and into the inside wall for the 66.
Right. While he was spinning, he nearly cleaned out, I believe, the 60 of Plains fan, if I'm correct. But, man, that was just way too much happening right there.
Yeah, Russell, what an unfortunate way. He's now relegated outside the top 5, running in P8. Now, Forza just behind the 51. Is he going to have time to make a move? I mean, you know Forza, he will go for any move humanly possible to get, and he is not one to back down from absolutely anything. So Forza, I say still has a good shot at winning this race.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I mean, you've raced against him firsthand. You've been beaten by him 150 times firsthand. So.
Dude, all of my battles for wins recently has always been with that 47 car at Forza. And I instantly think back to New Orleans, which did race similar to how this races tonight. Besides, that was extreme on the diamond, line in every corner. And, he will do anything in his power to win, dirty or clean. And, he just knows how to drive.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. And emphasis on winning on dirty here, Mirage, if you can remember. Emphasis on the word dirty there. But really quick, I'll try to be quick as possible. I have the replay pulled up of what happened to Russell here. He was 3 wide on the top lane between Forza, and then I believe he got clipped, and then Russell just got sent straight around with Worston and
I mean,
there.
yeah,
It
it just happens sometimes. Eventually, some things like that do occur, and there's nothing really you can do about it as someone you're just kind of apart for the ride. And I know, as someone who's raced stock cars and as someone who's raced Formula cars as well, especially in stock cars, especially when you have that close racing like that, the only thing that's going through your mind at that point is, I don't want to be the person who keeps this wreck going, so I want to get out of the way as quick as humanly possible. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, nothing Russell could have done there, just squeezed. Also, right middle of 3 wide, and nowhere he could have gone.
Yeah, and just thinking about Nashville Superspeedway and its history, I just want to... it just popped in my head. That's what I was laughing at a minute ago. Probably the most iconic moment of Nashville Superspeedway in the NAPA was to the back as a little BS, if we remember Robloxian.
Oh my goodness.
Wonderful turn 3 dive bomb here a few seasons ago, a couple years ago, actually. So I just wanted to remind everybody of that.
This is a track.
The pig was hearing you laughing.
Tempers can flare, definitely. I mean, it can happen. It can always happen, especially at a track like this.
Yeah.
You even
25 to go this time by.
Bump and runs and stuff like that. It's short track racing, but it's 10 times bigger.
Exactly. I mean, that's the perfect definition of Nashville, in all honesty, is what you just said. I mean, short track racing just 10 times faster. It's a 3 times bigger track with a bunch more speed, but it races like a short track.
This track is the size of Kansas, yet races like Darlington.
Exactly.
But yeah, this is very, very great racing, and it will get you a little chance here for you to listen to these guys as we come through turn 1. Little bit of a fight picking up for P3, but mostly spread out now. Hernan will lead with 24 to go in stage 3, and in the race, let's head to our Corona, crank it up. gentlemen, welcome back to our race here at the Nashville Superspeedway with 7 laps to go in this, what has been a very great race, but the 5 of Forza has dominated, now out in front. Welcome you back from our Corona Crank It Up. And this is definitely going to be interesting on if any kind of pit strategy is going to come into play here, because you see, if we look at Forza here, he has 120 or less liters of fuel in the tank. He has not made a green flag pit stop, so he is yet to come in with the rest of this pack. Ernan came in, got like 16 penalties, and then went back out again. Russell also came in, Wilson came in. But Forza, he has been just alone out there, and now under 100 liters of fuel. I mean, I'm not the strategy expert, as said before, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
Well, we'll see. He has 4 to go this time by, at least to try to make it, but seeing the fuel, it's going down fast. And Milky's out there in the shadows, too.
Absolutely. It's 4 to go here at Nashville.
Right. Milky, honestly, if I can say, if Forza just somehow runs out of fuel unexpectedly, Milky could have a chance to try and snag one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's 3 to go this time, and it's looking better and better for Forza here. Well, 3 to go.
Right, and we can see Milky caught up to Forza now. Likely trying to wait. Oh, Forza slightly messes up there. Up on his bumper. Oh, Lucky about to bump him out of the way. Forza block him. Oh, he goes around.
No.
Forza around.
Forza.
Milky nearly collected.
Forza's
and Milky
around. Your new leader, Milky.
Your new leader. Yeah, Milky gets the lead unexpectedly.
Into the lead. 2 laps to go.
Wow.
That was
What
insane.
It will take him out. Forza will come in to serve a pit stop and multiple wrecks at the back as well. That's Litman, Nick, and Sierra go into the wall.
That is the first time we have seen Forza screw up on a fuel strategy.
And
My
now,
gosh.
Saskatchewan.
he couldn't have made it to the end anyway. He's pitted, white flag in the air, sponsored by Come and Go. Milky searching for his first on the season. And this would be absolutely extraordinary. Milky, he has been a long-time runner of the NAPA, and this is only his 2nd win ever. For the first time since Elwood in Season 6, the 41 of Milky will come around to win the Dodge 400 at Nashville.
What a turn of events. Holy crap. What a race from Nashville. This is D2 Masterclass here in Nashville.
Oh,
And-
man.
Forza just barely getting a top 10 there, finishing in P9. From hero to absolute zero in the span of seconds. Milky is your unofficial winner at Nashville Superspeedway here, coming back from P5 to P1. And this has been, what a race this has been.
Alright, I want to shout out Russell here, because despite him spinning out earlier, he was slowly working his way back up into the top, and look at that. Top 2, I believe. He was just right behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. Top 2 for Russell, and a well-deserved podium for 42 of Worson. He has been chasing that one for a very long time, and, you know, it will absolutely do for him.
Right.
From Nashville Superspeedway.
Here's
Unofficial winner is the 41 of Milky. Stick with us. Yeah, from Nashville. absolute sadness.
Yeah.
Well, that was an incredible turn of events from Nashville Superspeedway, the track that never really disappoints here in real life, or clearly now that we've seen in the NAPA either. So, Milky, for the first time since Season 6, will get to pull it into pit road, and absolutely incredible from that 41 team all night. And, the officials have done their thing, and there is no intervention. The 41 of Milky is your winner here at Nashville Superspeedway, and what an incredible race this has been. Division 2 never really disappoints, does it?
No, it does not. And it ends in something that hasn't expected, including with what happened between Milky and Forza. I mean, it was something. It basically, like, rattled not only myself, but also Mirage and, like, Ford's cages here. It was insane.
Yeah, but Milky, what would have looked to be a bit of a dirty move came through. Forza just unfortunately cleared himself. One of the few times Forza sells with 2 laps to go, leading so dominantly throughout the entire race, and now has completely biffed it, unfortunately.
Alright, since we can finally get down the post-race interviews, we can start with Russell first.
Yeah, let's start with Russell. And let me get over there. Hello, Russell. Do you got us?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Russell just barely not able to get that 3 in a row. Still an incredible result for you. Come off P2 to your team driver for late night racing. Obviously started on pole, unfortunately 1 position down from where you started the race at. How did the race go from 66 and seeing your driver in late night racing come home for the first time in, I believe, 2 seasons?
There's just nothing much else to say. I'm just kind of glad Milky won instead of that, you know what, in the 5 car, but you know what, it is what it is. I mean, we got 2nd place. I think that's all I can ask for. Kind of dejected right now. I'm kind of pissed right now, so that's all I gotta say. Just good race, good car. Thank God Milky finally won, but I don't know.
Yeah. Unfortunate you had to come up just a little bit short to something that would have been pretty huge for you, that 3 in a row win, but I could definitely see more going your way this season. So, gonna see you do some very well work, just like you did at Saskatchewan last, actually 2 weeks ago. So, we're gonna see you get on the top step of that podium.
Thank you.
Now let's move on to our 3rd place finisher. It is... Where is he? He is not here. Is he in VC? He is not, so let's not do that. We can move on to... Nick is not here either. Anyone is here that needs it. Not a single person chat.
Camera shy? Insane.
Yeah, there's not a single person here.
Yeah,
got
this is
Henry. You got a Henry.
Guys, wait, guys.
Henry, sure.
I mean, I know I wasn't in race the whole time, but I'd still love one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Henry, so came out, unfortunately wasn't able to get the best thing. P14. Unfortunately DFL for you, but what happened here with that 93 car, and what are you gonna do try and make some of these finishes better that we've been seeing kind of all season long from you?
What happened with the 93 was my game decided to shit itself. Where I was frozen,
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't. I was frozen every like 15 to like a minute. And I know these finishes are very common, but one day you're gonna see this car up front. One day, maybe at a super speedway, maybe it'll be at a speedway that I'm finally good at for once. Well, who knows? I promise you, this car will be up front before the season's over. Maybe not with the win, maybe not even with the top 5, but I promise you, before the season's over, this 93 will be in the lead. Will have a few laps left.
Right, yeah. That's great to hear the optimism out of you after finishing in the position you did, but yeah, thanks a lot for doing the interview.
No, of course.
And because everyone has decided to implode and there's no one left.
I mean, Vernon's has his hand up.
Yeah, Hernan's operating, so
oh,
go ahead.
Hernan can. If Hernan would like one, he can.
Yeah. You're
Come
invited.
up, Hernan. Alright, let's find Hernan. Started in
All the way down there.
P2 spot, doing a little bit of perpendicular parking right now, but Hernan, started this in
Hello.
P2, unfortunately. You were barely able to finish up in the top 5, got a P4 at the end of this race.
Yep.
What came out of this 51 car starting from the podium, but eventually being relegated outside of it when we went into this 3rd stage?
If I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't feel like I lost. I felt like it was a pretty good day actually for the 51 team. Yeah, won stage 2, P2 in stage 1. Really, really good points day today. And man, just made a mistake that costed us the win possibly. And yeah, but I'm pretty proud. Even with that mistake, I managed to rebound to P4 and get a top 5. Will help me in the point standings, and doesn't feel like a loss at all. Just being optimistic. There will be more wins, I promise. I'll try and get this 51 to victory lane for the 3rd time, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, alright. Nice to see some optimism out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, this 51 car has definitely gone places this season, but unfortunately fell a little bit short tonight. So, thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing the interview, especially.
Well, thank you.
Anyways, that will do it for our coverage of the Dodge 400 from Nashville Super Speedway. After an exciting turn of events here in the final 2 laps, Potty, what do you have to say about this race? I mean, any final thoughts?
It was something, and I know we can expect that for like tomorrow's race here. Glad to see another LNR win. I mean, we know Forza won, but what about his team? We finally saw Milky get a win now. Worsen is close. It feels like a huge uprising for his team, right? It's something.
Most definitely. I mean, LNR went from just kind of like a banter midfield team to being one of the strongest in the NPRA, especially in Division 2, but, well, only in Division 2. But, yeah, it's always great to see them, some of the best drivers in the 2nd Division here, but, like I said before, that'll do it for our coverage from Nashville Super Speedway. This has been a great time racing into the night, and All the tech inspections complete, everything, and your official winner is the 41 of Milky. Comes back after 2 seasons to do it. His last win was at Elwood in Season 6, and now brings it home at Nashville in Season 8. For all the hard-working men and women on our crew, and Toddy in the booth alongside me, I've been Mirage, and from Nashville, we will see all of you tomorrow at Darlington for the Wrangler 500. I hope everyone has a good night.
Good night. Where was your turn?
Off.
Alright, so here's the thing I just learned. The Cup Series will not be racing at Nashville tomorrow. So, thankfully, this broadcast went excellent as usual. You'll see me, Tyson's left, and Mirage in the booth for the NAPA Cup Series tomorrow. Same time as usual on the NAPA Media Network. Have a good night.